Pat Robertson earlier today was talking about Hillary Clinton and her support for a constitutional convention to get money out of politics. Lately, of course, she has thrown her support behind amending the Constitution to get money out of politics and reversing Citizens United. And Pat Robertson thinks that would be a way to eliminate free speech. Take a look.
There are many people afraid if the convention gets going that there are not just one amendment having to do with balanced budget. They could amend all kinds of things. Hillary Clinton actually wants to restrict the First Amendment right of free speech so that they'll protect the political class, so that people would be prohibited under the Constitution from criticizing politicians. I'm not sure she wanted it exactly that way, but that was the thrust of what she had to say. Is appalling, but that's what she said.
Wait a minute, what? Reversing Citizens United will somehow stop people from being able to criticize politicians? Anybody know what happened before Citizens United? Were we able to criticize any of our politicians? Were we able to criticize President Bush? We were, but then we were, of course, called treasonous, traitors, and un-American, but nonetheless, we still had the right to do so. Pat Robertson is, of course, 100% completely delusional and wrong. Look, and the whole idea behind Citizens United was, of course, the movie Hillary. Now, he's dragging this whole thing back and saying, look, if you get rid of money in politics, then, well, I believe money is free speech. And I believe that we should be able to spend as much money on politicians and buy them and have only rich people be able to participate in the political process effectively. Because once you price people out, of course, of the political process by saying that money equals speech, people with more money are going to have more speech than people without money. So he's in favor of that. And Pat Robertson being, of course, an old rich man, yeah, he's going to err on the side of, well, I want to protect my holdings here in the government, my lobbying expenditures, because that's how I get my, old, outdated views passed into law. Is I purchase politicians. People who think like me purchase politicians. And Hillary Clinton, oh man, I was against her before, but now she's threatening my money. Which, look, I don't even really, I'm skeptical of Hillary Clinton when it comes to that because of her ties to Wall Street. But nonetheless, her saying that, still a good thing. Her throwing her official support behind this, even if it's politically savvy, which it is, because nobody wants people who are wealthy to buy our politicians and buy our government, unless, of course, you're Pat Robertson and his ilk, and certain conservatives, most conservatives are actually against that. He's going to support that, and he's going to see Hillary Clinton as a major danger to that, and anybody, of course, who supports the constitutional amendment to get money out of politics. So once again, Pat Robertson, completely delusional, trying to scaremonger his audience into thinking that somehow this will eliminate their ability to criticize politicians. Trust me, that's not going to happen. We get money out of politics, that will be just nothing more than a good thing.